You know, today we're here in Landover and we're about to do some more of the same. And I'm very proud to announce that the Department of Energy is going to make $300 million in funding available to state and local governments and transit authorities to expand the nation's fleet of clean, sustainable vehicles with the fueling infrastructure available to them so they run. Now, this is preaching to the choir. Look at you all. You all forgot more about this than most of us will ever know. So I know you know the consequence of it. This money is awarded through what Senator Cardin said, the Clean Cities program. And it's going to speed the transformation of our nation's vehicle fleet. No one's doing it faster than you're doing in the district and in the state of Maryland. And it's designed to help reduce emissions. You all know the numbers, but the press and the public doesn't know. These vehicles go twice as far before they have to be overhauled, before they break down. These vehicles save between 10 and 20% of the diesel fuel that you were consuming prior to this. That's millions of tons of pollutants not going into the air. It increases energy security for the United States by reducing our dependence, in the literal sense, on importing foreign oil. And already, this program, the Clean Cities program, is in its 15th year. Already it's saved 2 billion gallons of petroleum used since its inception. And now it's time to ramp it up in a big way. We know it works. And Governor O'Malley, as I said earlier, has made an ambitious commitment to convert the entire Maryland Transit Administration bus fleet into hybrid electric buses by 2014. And this program is not going to do it all for them, because the good citizens of Maryland are doing the bulk of it, but this is going to help. This leverages it in a big way. Talking to the governor behind the curtain back there, I don't think it could be done without the help within the same time frame. But this guy's a leader. This guy's a leader. He's delivering on a promise. You know, following Governor O'Malley's leadership, governors all across the country could also make their fleets greener as well. And you know, folks, sometimes you got to do it to demonstrate it works. And I know the county officials, which I used to be, and I know the state officials, you all are pitching in. You're all having to make a judgment whether you're going to spend taxpayers' dollars to do this. And you're stepping up. But I promise you what's going to happen. As Maryland steps up, you're going to see other states who so far have been reluctant stepping up when they see the impact of what y'all are doing. But here's what you're really doing. The reason for this Recovery Act in the first instance was to create 3.5 million to 4 million jobs. We're actually creating new jobs. You're saving the taxpayers' money by cutting the maintenance costs. You're cleaning up the environment. The economy and the environment are, I might add, the same shade of green. The same shade of green. I see it everywhere I go. You know, when I was talking to your governor here, I heard about a couple other things beyond the buses, about the quality of his workforce, about how skilled you are, about how you're able to make a decent living in a job of not only maintaining and driving this fleet of buses, but in fact doing something else. You're creating jobs for other people. We're about to build this sturdy platform on which the 21st century economy can stand. And it's got to stand on us revolutionizing the way we consume energy. Not only because it's in our health's interest and our children's interest, but because it is the new way to create jobs that allow people to live in middle-class neighborhoods, send their kids to decent schools, live in safe communities, be able to put bread and butter on the table and dream about sending your kid to a better place than you were. Look, I saw it firsthand when I was up in St. Cloud, Minnesota, last month. I toured an outfit called the New Flyer Bus Company, where there are a lot of hard-working folks like you up there, worried about whether or not they were going to make it. But guess what? This recovery package allowed them to take a lot of orders from transit authorities all over the country, including right here in Maryland and the district, and created a whole lot of jobs for them. They make some of the buses that are literally behind me and around me here. So what you're doing when the county council and when the state legislature, when the governor, they get together and say, this is a commitment we're going to make, whether it's a vehicle that in fact is a automobile or a light truck or this bus, is you're creating jobs for other people like you. It's a big deal. This has a real ripple effect. In a nutshell, that's the story of the Recovery Act. It's not just the one thing we're doing here. It's a story of the Carmen maintenance facility in Maryland and the New Flyer bus company in Minnesota. They're inextricably tied together. They're tied together. You don't buy the buses, they don't have a job. You don't have the leadership you have in the state to partner with the federal government to go out and decide you're going to make the world greener, the state greener. Guess what? People don't have jobs. That's the story of how this new economy is predicated on innovation and environmental efficiency to inspire the growth that we need. This is a story that stretches all across the entire country, and a story that we're writing together. This is the first time we know. The phrases always drive me crazy as a public official. We talk about cooperation among agencies, partnering up, and all that. Well, you know, it gets down to a simple thing. Everybody's got to be in the deal. Everybody's got to be in the deal. And that's what we're starting here. We've heard for years that a greener economy will benefit our grandkids who are going to inherit a cleaner planet. We know that. We know that in our gut. That's true. But that's not the whole story. Building a green economy is for us too, right now, today, here. It's going to increase the bottom lines of the governments and individual companies, corporations, and businesses through greater efficiency. That's a bottom line number. It's going to lower gas prices by reducing the dependency on foreign oil. This is supply and demand stuff. If we say we don't need all your oil, guess what? The price goes down. And you know, we're going to reinstill a sense of purpose in America and reinstate America to its rightful place as being the leading edge of progress.